Right, gang, what's going on? So the Yankees did drop a 5-2 game against the Nationals. Mackenzie Gore, who was actually one of the Padres' top prospects before I think it was the Juan Soto trade, and he pitched pretty well. And it was 6 innings, 8 strikeouts, 2 hits. He pitched well against the Yankees. Clark Schmidt was okay. He went 3 2/3. I'm looking at the box score here, and shout out to everybody in the chat. By the way, I know I'm just hopped on late notice, but I hope you can all join me, as many of you can. Clark Schmidt, 3 2/3, 6 hits, 3 runs, 2 walks, and a strikeout in 25 pitches. So wasn't great. Okay, wasn't great, but wasn't terrible either. Michael King, 2 1/3, 1 hit, 2 strikeouts. Matt Crook, 1 clean inning, 1 strikeout, 1 walk, 8 pitches. Tyler Danish, 1 inning, 2 hits, 2 runs, 7 pitches. So not great Danish, but the consistency of some of these people, right? Joel's in the house. What's good, number 7? How you doing, my man? Just box scoring the. What's up, Anthony Lapari? What's going on? And shout out to everybody in the chat, by the way. If you're just in, just make sure you smash that like button if you don't mind. We're going to try and get them likes up immediately. The consistency of certain people like Michael King, we already know. Salute, Chris. What's up, man? Matt Crook tells me that he's going to make the roster, I think. I'm pretty confident with that. Ryan Garcetti, what's going on, my man? What is up? And box scoring the offense, I mean, let's see, Peraza was open. Now, Peraza's hitting under the – this is my probably hot take or controversial take, unpopular take. Peraza's hitting under the Mendoza line, but I still think he'll be – and he should be the starting shortstop. And I think if Volpe makes the team, and I've said this before, I think he should be on the other side of the infield, second base. So, but they may start Volpe at shortstop. We just don't know. I want both of them in that lineup. The energy is good, and he's an elite defender, and we need that on the shortstop side right now. So, Matthew's in the house. Hey, what's good, my man? So, yeah, we didn't really hit again. I was going to box score. Texas Buckeye, how you doing, sir? I was going to box score the offense now. Peraza is 0 for 4. Gleyber Torres 0 for 3. Now, he's a game back from the World Baseball Classic, so I'm going to give him a couple days. Defoe 0 for 1. Anthony Rizzo 0 for 3. Andres Chaparro was 1 for 1. He's batting .345, by the way. So Giancarlo Stanton was 1 for 3. He's batting .290. He's starting to heat up, which is nice. Who else? Oswaldo Cabrera 2 for 3, batting .300. Elijah Dunham 1 for 1. He's batting .429. Some of these kids are actually shining here. Hicks 0 for 2, but he's batting .273. Rafael Ortega, he's down to 161, so he might be squandering his chance here to make the team. I really that's unfortunate, but it's still time. Carlos Narvaez was 1 for 2. He's batting 143. Estevan Florio 0 for 3, batting 167. I don't think he's going to make the roster either, but that's the box score. Okay, international friendly, nice. Oh, and congratulations to Japan, by the way, for beating the Team US in the World Baseball Classic. It's a great game last night. Great game. Who else? We got Al Morass is in the house. I think Peraza, even though he's hitting under the Mendoza line right now, I still think he should be the starting shortstop. His bat will come around like it did last year. And again, he's an elite defensive prospect. So I'd rather have that there and make up for it with Volpe's already robust offense. So I think they can make up for in other areas too. What's good, NFE? Dwight, what's good? Greetings. What's going on, my man? Movies are imminent. I can't think Gleyber are going to be moves. I'm still of the opinion that they probably will be. At least I can't, but we'll see. So what we think they should add, Matthew, is a couple of things. So Tommy Kahnle got a cortisone shot in his first bicep tendonitis, and so looks like he'll be throwing sooner than later. And not pitching wise, but Ben Workvet seems to be progressing a little quicker in his rehab too. So there's a little bit about a confidence there. But the guy wouldn't even know the guy's exists. We don't even know he's alive. So we haven't seen freaking Ben Workvet in a Yankee game since he's been traded here. So we'll see about that. But that's the injury news. But there's another. Well, this isn't really Yankees news, but Corbin Burns, who's an ace. There's speculation he wants out of Milwaukee. Well, he just signed last night with the Boris Corporation, so he's represented now by Scott Boras. So whoever is going to try to acquire him, they're going to pay a pretty penny in the trade and in a contract. So it's just wanted to throw that out there. That's whenever anybody signs with the Boris Corporation, they're looking to get paid. So, but it is what it is. But last about was a classic match. Otani, yes. Otani won the battle. Otani won the battle. And again, Japan, they are a very fundamentally sound team. I mean, all across the board. They are just fundamentally strong in baseball. They always wait for the big hit and blah blah blah. They pick at it, and they just beat you. So, props to Japan, really. And this is their third of 5 World Baseball Classic wins. So, I was impressed. And I mean a couple other, Japanese players. I know people talking about them being Yankees in a couple of years, but that's several years down the road. So I don't even go down that road just yet. I think that once that happens, if they're posted early or if they're posted whatever, then the Yankees might have a shot. Yankees might have a shot. So, but we'll see. Murakami and a couple other folks too. That young pitcher, Toroki, forgot his last name. He's another one. So some good looking players there. Good looking players. But it was a classic at bat, Joel. 100%. Volpe Peraza, yeah, I mean, Volpe and Peraza seem to me, they remind me of Lou Whitaker and Alan Trammell. I've said that before too, like dynamic duo for Detroit Tigers. I think they could be a special duo in the middle of the infield. So I really, really do up the middle. So we'll see. We'll see. It's one game right now, Ireland versus Latvia. That's a sexy one. Man, what's up, franchise? What's good, brother? Everybody smash that like button if you haven't done so yet. It's greatly appreciated. We try to get the likes up as soon as we possibly can. We always try to get over 100 likes on live stream, so I appreciate it. Thank you, gang. But yeah, Yankees took it. They dropped it 5-2 today. Clark Schmidt wasn't great, but he wasn't brutal. Mackenzie Gore was just fantastic for the Nationals. So the Yankees just didn't hit. And again, Volpe wasn't in the lineup, and a lot of other guys weren't in the lineup either. Judge wasn't there. So, this is what happens. So I think they're still trying to figure out what the right balance is offensively, right? Who is going to be the right lineup? And whether they're going to make moves in free agency, whether they're going to make trade moves. There's still 8 days left for them to figure things out before opening day. Opening day is the week after tomorrow. So a week from tomorrow. So, Jace, I've said Brian Reynolds. I still think he's the perfect guy for this team to solve that left-handed. Because, I kind of had a feeling. I said this before. I said, I hope Rafael Ortega and Willie Calhoun don't kill it in spring and then just fall off the face of the earth. That's exactly what Ortega's doing right now. So, Calhoun not so quickly, but this is what's happening. Brian Reynolds, he's still my guy to get, but we'll see. Clark Schmidt, he hasn't proven to be a first round pick yet. He hasn't been healthy enough either, but I hope he pans out, man. I really do. But I like Matt Crook. I mentioned that. I like Jimmy Cordero. I like some of these other folks. Crook, to me, I said he can beat out Schmidt. He can beat out Herman for the 5th spot in the rotation. I still am of that. I'm of that opinion, Mike. I still feel that way. So whether that happens remains to be seen, right? So that's what we'll see, and it's gonna be interesting. I mean, Cashman's got to be working the phones. He's got to be figuring out what am I going to do to finalize this not only rotation but this lineup and roster. So, I think I'm guessing the bullpen and the pitchers are probably solidified right now. I think Crook will make it. I think Jimmy Cordero will make it. Maybe Nick Ramirez or Ian Hamilton, a couple other guys. I think they have a good shot at making the bullpen. How long they stay, I don't know, because we still have relievers that are working their way back from injury. So there's going to be a lot of guys starting the season on the IL, unfortunately. So, and the Yankees have to make up for that. And they do have enough relief depth to do that right now. So, but we'll see. AKA Joel, thank you so much, man. I appreciate you. You're the man, bro. You're the man, brother. Number 7, Joel Mantle. That's right, baby. I appreciate you, man. Thank you. 4 guys in the lineup hitting below the Mendoza line is in the recipe. If they were doing that during the season, yeah. I'm not worrying too much right now during spring training, but it is something to. It's noticeable, right? Murder's Row, it is noticeable. So comparing Volpe to Dustin Pedroia, I think he's a combination of Dustin Pedroia and some of the leadership qualities of Derek Jeter. I think he's going to be special, Anthony Volpe. I really do. So, but again, I would go. I think he's got qualities, but I wouldn't say he's the next until he proves to be the next. So, but he's got, similarities of those guys. So it's encouraging to see. It is encouraging to see. Ian Happ, maybe, yeah, maybe. I don't know. I think they were shooting this. I know they're still in on Brian Reynolds, but I don't know if the Cubs were going to move Ian Happ anyway. They've been adding so much. I don't know if they want to move anybody. So that's another thing too. Because they're kind of going for it. So whether they would trade Ian Happ, I have no idea. That's another question, Ireland's in the house. What is good, Ireland? All right, Shamrock City, baby. Ireland in the house. Shout out to Ireland, man. Shout out. Worried about the hitting because we've seen this bunch of this. Yeah, I mean, we have seen this movie a bunch of times, you know. And again, I still think Brian Reynolds is the right guy for leadoff, because then he can set the table for guys like DJ, better contact, and then Judge, Rizzo, Stanton right behind him, and so I don't know. Cork City, fantastic, man, fantastic, love it, man, love it. A buddy of mine ran uh, the World Cross Country Championships. I think it might have been in Belfast a bunch of years ago. But I spoke very highly of Ireland. My niece studied abroad in Ireland too. She loved it, Frank Patrick. Absolutely loved it. You know, ah, I'll take that pint when I get there, Patrick, man. I'll cheers you to it too, man. Cheers right back at you. I appreciate that, Patrick. Take that pint, man. Give you a big salute, man. Welcome, Irish. Irish always welcome, man. Always in the house, baby. Love it. Yeah, take that pint down. Volpe situation minus 21, Junior 96 on the Marvel. I mean, it's very similar, Artie. You're right. It's very similar. Where he came up, he had some growing pains, and they were like, I don't know, and then they stuck with him, and he panned out. George Steinbrenner wanted to trade him a few times, and Cashman didn't let him. So, you know, um, eh, thankfully, the rest was history. So, and Chris, you make a great point too. Yeah, he checks all the important boxes for the Yankees, but they have to. Yes, they have to lower their price. They have to come down to earth. But then again, the longer Reynolds stays with Pirates, the less value he's going to have. So if they're smart, they'll try to get as much as they can for him. I mean, the Yankees are one of the teams that can swing a trade for this guy, and I don't think they're going to have. They could probably get him without giving up Jason Dominguez now, which I thought it would probably take Dominguez, and I would be willing to move him, but I think they might be able to get him without him. So, which would even be better. So it would probably be more Everson Pereira and a bunch of other guys. So um, yeah, but he's still the guy to me. He's still the guy to get for this lineup. We'll see what the Yankees do. We'll see what kind of moves they make over the night. And they still have to pare down the roster, so they have to make moves and cuts and options and whatever else. So, I mean, they might option people out later tonight. Sometimes they do after afternoon games. So, let me just check now. I'll check right now really quickly to see if they have anything. Not yet. No, they haven't done anything yet, Yankees. So sometimes they'll option out guys after afternoon games. No. Nothing yet. Nothing yet. There's some tough decisions that they need to make. There really are. So, what are the chances that Glaber finishes? I think under 50%, Miguel. Honestly, I think under 50%. I really do. It makes sense to move him. If they want Volpe up here, they have to move him. And he's got the most trade value, so it does make sense. Open day, it's going to be a Big Mac and apple pie. You're going to do that, Patrick? If you do that, man, I'll do it with you. All right? Cheers that pint to you too, man. If you do that, I'll do it with you for opening day. Yeah, the musical line. It's kind of. I'm definitely tired of musical lineups during the season, Ambassador. No doubt about it. Spring training is no surprise because they're still trying to pare down. They're trying to figure out who the final 26 is going to be. So I'm not surprised there. But at some point, you want to get some kind of consistency. You know what I mean? And they haven't established that yet. So you make a good point. So they might stick with Cabrera, Joe. They might. They might. Ooh, the 50th anniversary today. The Yankees trading for Sparky Lau. Nice. Nice, Peter. It's a good player. Yeah, I'm curious to see what they're going to do with Oswaldo. I still think he's a super utility, but we'll see. We'll see. So, yeah, I mean, I think they've got to cut down NFE. You're right. cut down on the musical lineups in the regular season. That's why I think a guy, if you get a guy like Brian Reynolds, I mean, Jerks and Profile is not going to happen now because he signed with the Rockies. Let's just say Reynolds somehow came here. He's the line. He's the leadoff. DJ will be second. Judge will be third. You have a consistent like 1 through 6 right off the bat. So it's so much less to worry about. Like if you look at Toronto's consistent, their 1 through 6 can be pretty consistent, with the exception of one here, one there. But it's going to be pretty consistent, probably most of the year as long as they stay healthy, and that's going to be very dangerous, especially when these guys can establish their lineup spot and just build a comfort zone. And the Yankees need to do that. They really, really do. So, Patrick, I did not know I'm getting an addition put on my house. So I'm staying in my in-laws. So sometimes I'm outside, sometimes I'm not. But they are. Sometimes I do it on the deck, but they're raising bees in the back, and I can't be out there with all those bees. So yeah, I'll go out on the front porch sometime. But when I'm at my house, my property, I'm outside. So I'll be back there. I'll be back there in a couple of weeks. We're getting an addition put on the house. So, but Patrick, yeah, that's the situation right now. So I'm just in a different environment temporarily. So, but nothing's going to change here. We're still going to put out. Still going to talk about Yankees and report and everything. So nothing's going to affect that. So we got a lot of NASCAR fans in here. I don't really know anything now. I don't really know much NASCAR. To be honest with you. Although suspended for parking their car in the racetrack. Oh God, these NASCAR viewers are crazy. Oh, look who it is in the house, Jesus Chavez, baby. What is good? Thank you too, man. Thank you for the time, man. I appreciate you, man. Jesus, the King, El Jefe, Chavez, el número uno. What's good, man? 161 Mafia's in the house. You know that, baby. Welcome. Good to see you, King. It's really good to see you, man. I'm happy you're on. Always good, man. Always, always good. And Brew Crew Sports. Look who's up in the house, too. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Brew Crew. What's good? What is good? Back from Florida. You back in New York? Brew Crew? You back in New York, man? I hope you had a great time in Florida. Spend some time, hopefully you talk to some of these guys, talk some sense into maybe talk some sense into Josh Donaldson, tell him to wake it up, man. And he hit them 2 home runs yesterday. So salute to you for that. But salute to the Brew Crew Sports gang. My crew is back. Jesus King Chavez is in the house, Brew Crew Sports in the house. Always good having you on. Back home in New York City, man. The capital of the world, baby. Capital of the world. You know what I mean? Welcome back, man. Sports Talk channel. Doing pretty well. Having some allergies. Let us know, approaching the beginning of spring. So I think tomorrow is the first day of spring, right? I think 21st, 20, something like that. So, so I get nailed in the first couple weeks of spring with allergies. So, yes. So we mentioned that earlier too, Justin. I don't know if you heard that, Brew Crew. Corbin Burns hired Scott Boras last night. New agent. So that's going to change the whole landscape of negotiations. Or try to trade for him or give him a big deal, whatever. You know that. So he hired Boras. So, you know what the dude's intentions are. He's worth it. So he's going to get paid one right now. Updates on Rodon. He started the pitching program, throwing program. He threw 20 from 45 feet, 60 feet, 75 feet, 90 feet. He felt good the next couple of days afterwards. So it looks like he's on his way back. So, but I don't expect him back until probably mid to late April, I would say, Rodon, just to be on the safe side. I think they're going to ease him in, which is the right thing to do. So, NFC, baby. Nothing like New York City, man, Yeah, you're OG. You're with me when there was less than 1,000 subs on this channel. Now we're at 18,000. It's crazy, bro. So I appreciate you staying with us, man. And be forever member of the 161. Thank you for that. Thank you, man. OG videos, yeah, OG baby. Patrick, I don't know yet. I'm gonna bring back some OG stuff too, Patrick. I don't know what my opening day lineup yet is. It depends on if they trade, who they trade, and if Volpe's in makes the crew. If he makes it, I have him in the opening day lineup. Obviously, I have Peraza in the opening day lineup. So I'm going to put out my opening day lineup prediction probably the day before, or 2 days before. Once the lineup is set, once the roster's set, I'll put up my lineup prediction because that way at least I'm accurate with who's on the roster. So I want to make sure I'm on point with that. So, but I'm looking forward to it too, Sports Talk. Just I'm pumped about 8 days. 8 days from opening day, baby. And is it this weekend or next weekend? Members of Live? No, it's the following. This Saturday night, I'm going live with Jim from Ball Cap Sports. We're going to be previewing. We're doing our state. He's going to do the state of the Blue Jays. I'm going to do the state of the Yankees, which is something we're doing every month. And we'll break down the AL East too. And it's going to be lit. This Saturday night's going to be lit. So make sure you're around, gang. Hop on. Let's come watch it. It's going to be a lot of fun. So you know what I mean. Free agent 24, 25 going to be stacked. Yeah, Soto, Max Fried, Corbin Burns, Chloe Schmidt, Altuve, Bregman, Glasnow. Yeah, it's going to be pretty. And this free agent class is decent, but it's mostly heavy in the pitching. So it's going to be much heavier in the pitching this time. So, and then it's going to be much more. But I mean, don't be surprised if the Padres lock up Soto long term and some of these other guys. So. Max Fried, he could get locked up too, but I think he's got a little beefing over there with the Braves, so he might not. So, but I mean, Cabrera has a shot, King, to be the left fielder. He does have a shot to be left fielder. Yeah, but we're eight days away, baby. So he might have, but I don't know if they're. I still think he might wind up making the team. I think he might wind up making the team. Peraza. So because of his defense and his versatility, so he's a guy that I have a close eye on. So both of our channels, Joel, we're going to be streaming simultaneously on both of our channels, myself and Ball Cap. So it's going to be ready. We're going to be ready to go on Saturday night. So you got to look out, gang. Come and join us. Have some fun, man. Enjoy it. David Cohen in the house, baby. What's good? So. What is good? SD won't back up Soto with he's for Boris. Lock up. No, don't be surprised. They have the resources, but Soto will try to take him to free agency. That is a valid point. So unless they give him an offer he can't refuse, they give him Michael Corleone style, then we'll see. You know what I mean? We'll see. Jerry Ferrara, nice man, nice. Yeah, Knicks. I think the Knicks are. I mean, sounds like teams want to play the Nets in the playoffs instead of the Knicks. So the Knicks, I think, are going to be better positioned in the postseason than the Nets. So, and I'm looking forward to that, man. It's going to be a lot of fun. But that's cool, man. That's nice. Good deal, Hector, man. I love it, man. I want to get Jerry Ferrara in here, man, so we can talk baseball too, man. So it would be kind of cool, man. Yeah, Ball Cap is cool, dude, man. He's good peoples. Good peoples. Any word on how Trevino's? Sounds like they're taking, day to day. They're just going to ease him in, Rafael. So they're giving him a day to day. That's why they had Narvaez in today. So they're going to ease him. He was only scheduled to play twice this week, and the other game is tomorrow. So no surprise he was off today. He might get in tomorrow or Friday. So that was their plan for this week. So and I'm guessing maybe 3 games next week or something like that. They're going to ease him in. And now we have Kyle Higashioka back with the World Baseball Classic is over. It's easy to ease back in Trevino because we have the more reliable backup catcher back. So, that that encourages me too. Starting shortstop, if Peraza's here, if Peraza's here, I think he's the starting shortstop. So, I think so. But Volpe's making a case for being on this damn roster. That's for sure. By the way, smash that like button again. We got 110 people in here. If you haven't done that yet, it's greatly appreciated. Yeah, I mean, obviously Boris is going to want a bidding war for Soto. He's going to want one for Burns too. You know what I mean? So it's going to be that's Boris's MO. Right? That's his modus operandi. So that's what he does. You know what I mean? Rogers thing is more teams than that. Yeah, it's going to be interesting. But I mean, honestly, I'm actually getting sick of hearing Aaron Rodgers now with the Jets. I mean, just retire and the Jets just sign someone else. I'm like, I wouldn't give up a first round pick. And Stephen A. Smith said, give up two. What are you nuts for 1 year of him? What are you crazy? Come on, dude. Come on, dude. Yeah, he makes them better, but at what point? They're still. I mean, Joe Douglas is on a standoff here, and they're like a duel if they're 50 paces. So who's going to blink first? We'll see. We'll see. But if it becomes way big of a headache, then I just move on from Rodgers, man. Honestly, just move on. But we'll see. Now, Anthony already answered that. It's next week. It's not this coming weekend. It's the following weekend. The following weekend, buddy. This weekend's going to be Saturday night with Jim from Ball Cap Sports. So get ready for it, Pilipar. Get ready. It's going to be good. It's going to be good, man. T. Drake's in the house. Another Godfather fun fact, Jason. Did you know that the actor that played Clemenza, Richard Castellano, was the nephew of? Yes, I did. Yes. My mom is a huge Mob fan, so I did hear that from her. But I mean, that's always cool. Right? It's always cool to see. So I like it. I like it. It's pretty sweet, man. But I like the intel, Murderers Row. Thanks for sharing, man. Irish State team is talking. 2 second picks now. Who does, Cohen? Who has two number twos? Your projected lineup for opening days: Judge, Stanton, Rizzo, Donaldson, Torres, Hicks, and Peraza. I mean, I'm guessing most or all those guys will be in at Sports Talk. I do. I would not lead off Judge, but that's just me. Tom Cruise is in the house. Yeah, I mean, we need a consistent lineup. You guys are right about that. You're absolutely right about that. Wait, how did the Jets get 2 second-round picks? Did I miss something? How do they have two number twos this year? No, they have the number 43 pick. Who's the other pick? Oh, Michael Franzese. Yeah, I love Michael Franzese. Love Franzese, Joel. I mean, Murderers Row. I love him. He's great. Oh, dealing with the California monster. Yeah, be careful, man. Be very careful. Anybody out in California dealing with that weather, be very careful. Please be safe. Well, you're absolutely right, Anthony Parr. Watch out for Rosarina. Good powerful. Yes. I mean, if they can somehow get a Rosarina, I mean, that would be kind of nuts, but you never know. You never know. I think that they could probably get somebody from Tampa quicker than they get somebody from Toronto. That's for sure. So I didn't even see the Elijah Moore trade. Okay, fantastic. Well, I like that two number twos. That's a good thing. And they could be stockpiling too to move so that they won't have to move a number one for Aaron Rodgers too. So hope not, but we'll see. Otani, oh man, I don't know. I think Otani's going to go out west, but we'll see. That one's going to be really interesting to see where he goes in free agency. Really, honestly, he's yeah. I think it's. I haven't pegged to the Dodgers, but my sleeper team is Seattle Mariners for for Otani. What about you, Brew Crew? If you're still in here, where do you think Otani's going to go, bro? Oh, that picture pace celebration. That Randy Owens. No, I hear that, Lapari. I totally hear that. Yeah. David Cohen, thank you, by the way, for the donut. I appreciate you. I didn't realize. And thank you for the intel, too, that they traded Elijah Moore. I totally missed that one, man. King Chavez, man, I appreciate you, bro. Chat you later, and the King has left the building. Peace, King. Peace and love, man. And always love having you on. Thank you, brother. Thoughts on, it was a well-deserved win for the King Japan. They are a fundamentally sound team. And, and again, they had more pitching than the American team did. So they did it. I mean, and, they know how to win games like that. And the USA had more offensive firepower, but if they're not hitting when it counts, and the Japanese team capitalizes on that, then they deserve to win. So, but it's great to see this many great players around the world, and I hope more come to the majors from all the different countries. So, yeah, the World Baseball Classic was fun to watch. It was fun to watch. So, yeah, Yankees are going to get. I think Otani goes out west, honestly. But oh, nice. Thank you, David. LA Dodgers and Mets against put Soto and Otani. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know, Justin. This one's gonna go. This one's gonna be interesting, honestly. Um, yeah, man. Block, so I can't really put it. Anthony, I have no idea who blocked you. I mean, I wouldn't be able to see you if I blocked you. So, uh, I, no, you're definitely not blocked by me. But I mean, don't worry about that stuff, dude. And I appreciate that. I appreciate that, obviously, but I'm not exactly sure who blocked you. I know I didn't, and again, it says you're not blocked here. So, yeah, the Lions with yeah, CJ, you put him again with Aiden Hutchinson. That's a nasty defensive duo there. So, yeah, Trout's not going anywhere. But Tony's going to get between 400 and 500. So, breaking news from the Weather Channel: large damaging tornado just touched down Los Angeles. You gotta be very careful with all this weather over there, man. Be very careful with all this climates, man. So, unfortunately, just be careful, California. Traded more in their third to Cleveland for their. All right, man. I'll take that. I'll take that. Nice. The phone company of Verizon did because I ordered too much shit. Sorry. Freaking phone companies. I thought you were saying I blocked you, and I wouldn't be able to see you if I blocked you. So I got Mets Yankees phase for Soto. I mean, if the Yankees somehow got him, that'd be kind of crazy. I mean, it really would. So really, really would. Tatis, Machado, Bogart, Soto. I mean, it would be ridiculous, right, Tyler? What would be even more ridiculous if they had all that and they never won a championship with all that offense would be freaking nuts. And that right there is like, what the freak, man? But that's what I mean. It happens just like the Mets. They loaded up on players the last 12 seasons, and they got their asses handed to them by the Padres in the postseason. So you just never know. Guys got to stay healthy. They got to perform. They got to mesh well. So it's a combination of things. So it's I'm really curious to see what's going to happen. I'm really, really curious. So he's definitely earned it, David. That's for sure. That's for sure. That's for sure, man. I'm curious to see. I'm curious to see whether he's going to get he's going to get called or invited up north with the team. So, yeah, be careful, guys in California. Just be very, very careful. Please take care of yourselves. Please. I'll wrap up in a second, by the way, anyway. Got some stuff I got to do for the house. Cash me pull Otani as I mean, I think all of us would be happy if he pulled Otani out of his ass, T. Drake. It's going to cost a lot of money, though. That's for sure. But I'm curious to see if Otani's going to be like, you know what? I'm coming to the Bronx. Like, I'm really curious to see what his mindset is. So I'm really curious. Sometimes they're trying to trade Glaber. I agree. I agree, David Cohen. I think they're trying to trade Glaber and a couple guys. So my gut's telling me the same. It really is. And if you want Volpe to be up here, you got to move Otani. I mean, you got to move Glaber. You have to move IKF to get him on the roster. So thing about Soto and Otani is that it appears that Dodgers have the most money to spend. Therefore, I don't know. We'll see. The Dodgers also have to re-sign Julio Urias, their ace pitcher. He's going to be a free agent after after the season too. He's going to cost a boatload of money. They gotta sign him too. So yeah, Justin, exactly. I mean, just they didn't get it done in the postseason, the Mets. So I mean, Joe Musgrove had a lot to say about that too. He shut everybody down. So kudos to Musgrove. Can't do Yankees work at 9:15 a.m. 3:30. Oh, it's fine. Sports talk. We'll do it different. We'll do a different day. It's fine, dude. Don't worry about it, man. Yeah, please stay safe in California, guys. Probably pitching, or yeah, probably David. I trade Dominguez for Otani, proven talent. And you want Otani, you're gonna have to give up Volpe, Peraza, and Dominguez. You're not gonna get it for any less than that. At least my opinion, T Drake. But yeah, I mean, this is Otani you're talking about. So got a huge market in New York, got a huge market in California, got a huge market in Seattle for Japanese players. So just keep your eyes out for Seattle as a dark horse. You know, Dodgers have Bauer coming off the books. Yeah, and then he just signed in Japan. So they do have, but yeah, they're going to save 20 something million, 25 million on Bauer too after the season. Yep. Yep. I saw a tornado live in Georgia like 25 years ago, Anthony. It scared the shit out of me. So it was scary. And Hicks might, they're going to try to trade, they're going to prefer to trade him to get something back before DFAing. But would I be surprised if they DFA'd him at some point? No, I would not. So, Urias in Colorado. Oh, Justin. That'd be kind of crazy. Yeah, Altuve's out for 2 months. Mm-hmm. Cool. Sounds good, Sports Talk. Sounds good, my man. Yeah. Could be a trade partner for the Yankees, too. They could be. But we'll see. They have a need. Yankees have a surplus. Even though they're rivals to a degree. What if you sent Gleyber Torres over there and got, a pitcher or something like that? Something like that. I don't know. Could work. But San Diego could definitely land Otani. They're showing to be a formidable rival to the Dodgers in the National League West. No doubt about it. 100%. 100%. So, I like all your insights here. You're making some good points, everybody. I appreciate you. But let me let you go. Going on like 35 minutes. Yankees dropped at 5-2 today. We'll keep doing lineups. We'll keep recapping the games. And once the lineup is set, I'll put out a video on the roster itself. And I'll give you my prediction of the opening day lineup. And then we'll talk about that too. We'll live stream that so you guys and gals can give me your feedback too. Labor for too. They'll never do that. Houston. Chase well, yesterday was the first day of spring. Yeah, first day. Okay, yesterday. Okay. Yeah, I'm a big fall guy, fall and winter, but it's all right. It's all good. But yeah, peace and love to all of you. Appreciate you coming on. Appreciate your support, your donos, everything, your time, and I could see Torres for a pitcher in Houston, but we'll see. But yeah, man. Thank you, gang. Love you guys. Over now.